Let's get this going.
I'm gonna use my.
Switch from D&D to Astro stuff now.
Yep, that's it. And we are live. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing great. And hope everybody's hopping on in here pretty soon. Get things going. So we got Super Dave in the house. We got Mr. Cole, Mr. Scott Cole, Mr. Edge 14 in the house. So welcome everybody. Everybody. So we made it to another Wednesday. Dan, of course, he is not here, but this time it is not because of jury duty. It's actually a bit more fun this time. It looks like he got an accepted offer for a house that he and his wife have been looking at. So it's a real estate thing right now. So trying to get the house inspected. Hey, Bob, how's it going? What's happening? What's happening?
It's always something with Dan.
Yeah, it's always something with Dan. It is. It is always something with Dan. So when you're coming in here, don't forget to give the stream a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know why that is, why it switches from why it doesn't just, when I go live on the stream, why it doesn't just start, have
On the thing that it's
chat.
on.
Yeah, I know. I don't get that. I don't understand why.
I mean, the VMix does, but we're not doing.
We're not doing the VMix.
Yeah,
so it's I just don't understand that. But hey, Corin, what's happening? How's Barbados, my man?
Yeah, how's paradise?
I know, right? That must be some awesome stuff, man. But I'm happy you're on and everybody else is coming on. It's gonna be it's just a great day, another day, to do some imaging if you can, all that stuff. I'm not gonna be doing any imaging for a few days because I'll be out of town. I'm actually not gonna be here for Friday's show. I will be up north. I'll be back in the central time zone, in North Dakota, spending, Father's Day weekend with my oldest. At the at his Air Force base. So, hey, Wilfredo. But this week we got this week's a full moon week. So what you gonna do? Right? I mean, time to break out the narrowband filters and get some nebulae and stuff like that. Or you can go after globulars, do some RGB on some globular clusters like the Hercules or M3 or M5, stuff like that, targets like that. So there's if you've got the clear skies and, and if those Canadian the smoke from the fires is, not affecting you, you can definitely do planetary. You can, like I said, you can do narrowband or you can do some globulars. So it's a possibility.
Yeah, I did a little bit on Hercules last week.
Yeah.
So
okay.
But I was having focusing issues. Hopefully I figure it out, but
okay.
It was weird.
Bob asking me, how is your deck balance after installing the filter wheel and rotator? I honestly haven't put it back on the mount, so I can't answer that. It'll be a little, camera heavy on the camera heavy side, of course, because I'm adding on another pound from the CAA, because that's the weight of that rotator. It's 1 pound.
Is it a pound?
Yeah, it's a pound.
Wow. Jeez.
So it'll be a little camera heavy on the deck. But we'll see how we can balance it all out to make sure it all works well.
Do you have an Arco and Giotto for it?
No, this
That'll balance it out if you do.
yeah, if I did. No, I'm planning, I would like to get an Arco for the Schmidt. But for the refractor here, I'm just using the CAA. But I do have a Arco and Giotto on it. So
Yeah, I mean the
it does
Alto,
help.
Alto and Giotto. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I do have that. So that should help. That should help on the front end for
Yeah.
sure. So you found us. You found us, Jackie. We're here.
Clear skies tonight, Jackie. Just a little
Yeah.
smoke. Time to polish off
Yeah.
that narrowband setup.
It's covered with Shira dust over the island. Wow, that doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, Sahara dust.
Yeah, Sahara dust.
Yeah, I've heard that's been an issue. Yeah, he sits probably in a spot where he's going to have that.
That doesn't sound good at all.
We get
Yeah,
that here too.
It's just south of us here in Florida.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We get
Jackie's packing for a trip.
all those frontal systems that come from the west, and then we get all that crud from the Sahara coming from the east, and now we got all that crappy smoke coming from the north. It's like, good Lord, man.
Yep. Yeah. Can't win.
You can if you're out in the desert of Utah or something like that. Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Greg out there in the desert and stuff like that.
or if you have a setup at Starfront, but
Yep. That's
We had a almost a tropical depression that blew through here today for about, I don't know, 3-4 hours. It's unbelievable. The wind and the rain.
Just crazy.
I mean, it literally put 4 inches of water in my pool.
Oh wow, jeez.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the way it is in Florida.
It can be, yeah, this time of year especially.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Greg can go anywhere he wants, man. And he's got that tent, Stella Alice tent. He's got that. He can go anywhere he wants, man. He gets some great shots. He really does. So nothing like those shots that he's able to get, over in the deserts in Utah or where he is in Arizona and stuff. So he's having a blast. I can't be mad at him. Yeah, no. Welcome to Georgia weather.
Oh yeah, we basically are living our life vicariously through Dr. Greg Meyer. And if you haven't gone on AstroWorld Web and looked at the images of the week, there's only one for each category, and the one Greg put up is astounding. I mean, it's
M20 and M8. Yeah,
so it's just beautiful.
It is really, really nice. So yeah, I mean, it's as far as image of the week, pretty quiet on that front. But speaking of image of the week, just to let folks know, I did make a slight change. Oh, here's Dan coming in.
He's already done.
Yeah. Wilfredo, I'm about an hour north of Tampa.
There he is.
Well. The wind blew and the poop flew.
Careful, that's catching.
Good. Yeah, I'm in the new house. They wanted to do a house, so I'm in the new house. So
congratulations, man! I'm glad to hear that.
I just wanted to jump on and say hi.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. So far,
is the house a done deal?
I can't talk about it. The owner's somewhere around, so I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's mostly a done deal.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm in here. I'm here with Jen and the realtors
and the inspector and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
How big a place, Dan?
I just want to come on and say hi to everybody. What's
You got
that?
to take us outside so we can see your yard and your view.
How big's the house? How big's
Let's see it. Oh, 2933.
29?
That's a good size. That's a good size. That's a great size.
Let's see.
That's
Let's see
big
if
for
I
two
could.
people.
Can I do this?
3, yeah, because I think
It's not two people.
it's 3. It's 3 because his
Oh, 3. Okay.
yeah, because Jen's mom's going to be living with him too, I believe. Right, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go. Then you probably need more space.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that. So,
Well, congrats, man. Congrats.
So-
Yeah, happy for for you and Jen. Hope everything goes well. I'm sure it'll all go well.
Yep. So
So,
yeah. So yeah, I didn't want to bust up the show. I just want to come on and say hi while I'm here. So I wasn't playing hooky,
it's all good. Hey, I won't be on Friday, so you gotta be here on Friday because I won't be
Okay,
here.
fair. Yeah, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Good.
Yeah, I wanted to show the new website tonight, but I got stuck doing it. So we put the new website up for the store.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've already got it loaded up. I'll share the screen and talk a little bit about it.
Feel free to show it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be great.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Let me know if you hate it or not. Let me know if it's good. All right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, cool. I'll let you guys get back to business. I don't want to throw you off the rails too much. So
No, you're all good. You're all good, brother. You're all good.
All right, man.
Yeah.
catch you
We'll see you
later.
Friday.
Handle your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday.
Yep. Take care, guys.
I'll
All
watch
right,
the
take care,
camera
man.
in downstairs.
Yeah.
Camera in downstairs.
Okay.
All right, later.
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 All right. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Scott, why don't you go ahead and share, the screen and
Show us his new
share this new
fantastic website.
Yeah, for AstroWorldTelescopes.com. Yeah.
Where is the share screen on Zoom? I can't remember.
Down at the bottom, right?
It's at the
Oh,
bottom.
share. I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
Okay. All
Can
right.
you see it?
Yep.
So we've changed a little bit up in here so that the equipment tabs now, it's all cleaned up. Hey, honey, you want to come in and talk a little bit about this? You don't have to be on camera. You can just talk. She's shy.
That's all good,
You don't have to be on camera. They're only looking at my ugly mug.
And that's yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a bad thing. They can't see you, trust me. So, but they can hear you, honey. They seriously cannot see you. It's like locked in right here.
All right.
So, all right. So we're, go ahead and talk a little bit about what you changed.
Okay, so the changing is in the navigation now we have 4 major section, which is one is equipment, that is all the product from this store. And
Okay.
then the next one, oh well, hold on.
Let's stay here.
Yeah, I'm off angle. Moving your foot.
All right.
Okay. So well, as you can see, equipment, there's we group it into astrophotography telescope in different category.
Okay.
So that's the idea. So user can easily to find a particular item they are looking for. So that's the idea.
Nice.
Now the second one is a shop by brands. So
This was new, right? We didn't have this before.
yes, that's new. Well, actually, it's not brand new because Dan has those brand was on the bottom and there was display all the logos.
Mm-hmm.
So that is kind of like a shop by brand. But this time we just organize because he has a lot more brands now
Yeah, he
than
does.
before. So this way we can organize and so shop by brand.
Shot by brand.
Yeah. So someone
Nice.
if they only buy particular brand, not others, they can just come in here and go directly into a particular brand they are looking for.
Yeah.
So that's
Perfect.
nice.
Nice.
And community, that will be going to
It takes us right over to,
the website.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
Cool.
But this is still in progress.
Yeah, this is the next part of the project is to completely rework AstroWorld Web.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this whole website is going to be completely reworked.
Okay.
And it'll probably take a bit of time, I would imagine. We've got some good ideas as to you know, how to do this. That the pictures of the week and stuff like that, it's definitely going to be highlighted, you know, more predominantly. And but yeah, so this will you know, receive a pretty major update. So let
Nice.
me go back to where we were. Here we go. So, and then brands, so community, and then promotions.
Yeah, promotion.
Yeah, for right now.
Obviously, yeah, anything that need a promo is in this area.
Right. So we need more hats and belts and pens and coffee cups and thermoses and yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
something like that.
Yeah. So
I
And
like the
also-
idea of the product of the month that we have down below. You know,
Mhm.
I like that product of the month idea. That's really cool too.
Yep. Yeah, and of course, you know, this is an amazing product in the tube check, you know, the Stella Vita.
Yep.
So it's no doubt why it's a product of the month, but so what else, honey?
And well, this part of product category. This is original, so it's just kind of like a cleanup, enhance.
Mm-hmm.
So we still keep product category. This way is more like a shortcut.
Okay.
So
And you can
buyer can come in
you
here.
can do a view all on
Yeah.
that.
But idea for view all is like they have to go through all the products.
Right.
And then you defeat purpose. Well, even when you say view a product, when you select Astro photography, that is Astrophotography.
Mm-hmm.
But this way you go through all different different kind of categories that Dan
Yep.
has on his side.
So these icons here are all new, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, like computer control, of course, you're going to have, you know, all of your computer control stuff, your telescopes, your mounts. So,
Mhm.
you know, shot by category, cameras, so on and so forth. And you can filter out, you know, you can run filters as to what you want to, you know, for your filters. You got your accessories, so on and so. So it goes on.
Yeah. No, but it looks you guys did a great job. Congrats. You know, well
Yeah, it looks
done.
really good.
It looks really good.
A lot easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Well, and that was kind of the whole point. And I personally, I mean, I had input, but believe me when I tell you, this is all her. This is all her.
The mobile version is fixed on this one as well. So this is
Yep.
working not only for desktop, but you can use for
Tablets and your phone.
So
Oh,
everything
awesome.
has been fixed. So if you click
What do you want me to click on?
the brand,
Brands.
click on this, yeah,
Okay.
click it.
Click it.
This page, well, because I told you,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep,
most
yep.
people, if they use a desktop, they just go to the mega menu. But this page is only for mobile. Now mobile cannot do hover, so they have to click. So this is
So
for them.
it's a tab.
Tab, right? So this is for them to shop by brand.
Mm-hmm.
So they can
Nice.
come in over here to go into the particular brand.
Yep.
So, but here we display the logo, so it's more visual kind of
Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea.
So, okay. Anything
Right.
else?
Anything else? Let me think. Because this website mostly I was enhanced from what the then original has to
Mhm.
just build up. So the only thing I think is some kind of created new will be the shopper by brand. So
Mhm.
if you click no, not click this drop
Oh,
down menu. Just
sorry.
drop down. That's okay, just drop down.
Drop down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you click any brand.
Any brand.
Right.
So let's just look at Celestron.
Right. So this is like new.
Okay.
Because
This is all new.
right, this is all new. The product new, the list new.
Right. The
So
way it's
you-
displayed is new.
Yeah, so you're going in there and then you can see which you move up.
Up.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you can see which brand is Celestial.
Yeah. You got your Celestron.
Yeah,
So you can.
everything product underneath here, it is
It's all Celestron.
That's right.
So you come over here to Optech, and there's all the Optech stuff.
right.
So 329 products.
Nice.
So,
Oh,
shop by
another new-
brand.
Another new is say click one of the product. We're
Okay.
going to
Click on.
product detail. Click over here.
Oh.
Yeah. So this page is also new. We enhance.
Let's get one that actually has an
Picture.
image. Yeah. There we go.
Right.
Okay.
So this is a new style to display
And the tabs.
and then and the tab.
This is new for each
Oh,
of
so you
the.
put in reviews. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To review because we were working original app, but it didn't it couldn't allow us to do the way we want, which is across the page.
Let's
Mhm.
look at a popular Celestron product.
Why don't you go to the origin?
Is it alphabetical? Oh, right there.
Yeah, there's the origin right there. Yeah, why don't you click on the origin or something?
So there's a pop out
Okay.
that shows it, so you can do a quick view, or
Okay.
you can click on the actual description and it'll pull it up.
There you go. Nice.
Wait, this page is
Is it not displaying correctly?
no. Oh, it is.
It's just of course it's a huge description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you move down here to see the tab,
Yeah.
the original move down a little bit to see the tab.
A tab specs.
The used to the old one, it won't allow us to across this whole page.
Across
It
the whole
only
page.
allowed to you move up there to where the product description only allow here.
So it only allowed on basically half of the page. So all of this had to be reworked.
No,
So
it will all squish it to here.
so it was all squished
So
to
we
either
leave
the right or left hand side.
We leave a lot of left hand side, a
Right.
lot of white space.
Yep. So it's a much better use of space.
Yeah, so we have to change. We end up to changing a different app, so we will be able to across the whole page.
Yeah. That I'm I was watching them working on this, and this definitely took some time to get this to work correctly. They had to basically uninstall and reinstall a whole new app in the Shopify site in order to
Right.
get this to work. There was a lot of work that went into that to get it to work correctly. So, but yeah. Okay. What else?
I think that is.
Go to brands and let's go to Skywatcher or something. Maybe
Okay.
or the mounts or something like that. Yeah, if you go to Skywatcher, I'm kind of curious how the Skywatcher, the wave and how the wave mount. Yeah. So if you click on like one of the wave mounts or something.
Let's see. Skywatcher.
Yeah, the first one right there, the very first one at the top.
Oh, right there in front. Got it.
Okay.
And of course, more on the way.
Yep.
Pre-orders. That's the harmonic mount.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
Train Wave.
smaller of the two. That's the
smaller. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious how it was all laid out. If you want to scroll down, okay, you've got extras here. You've got spots for if you like this, you might like that type stuff.
Yep.
I like that down there at the bottom.
Yep. Recently viewed, basic, website stuff that you would expect to see anyway.
Sure.
So
no, congratulations, you guys. This is great.
Thank you.
much better.
It
And
is.
footer fix it too.
The footers.
But just the real.
Oh, you mean the down here, the bottom navigation.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Reworked, so it's easier to find stuff. So yeah. So there it is.
Way to go, guys.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yes. Congratulations. I'm sure Dan is really excited for this launch. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna do.
It's
with
it's live
AstroWorld
now.
Web. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled it up on my phone. It works great on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how the heck do I get out of here? Share? No.
Oh,
Stop
no.
right there. I got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
A little tiny red button.
Yep, that's it. But
All right. So there we go.
It looks good.
Yep. And she's going to be working on the AstroWorld web, the website itself. That's the next big project, and that's going to be fun. So the complete rework on that.
now I'm looking at the website and no,
On the phone?
Yeah, the mobile. It looks really, really nice. Very nice, navigation and everything.
Yeah. She's a consummate pro, at getting the adaptive websites to work well, across multiple platforms. So.
That's awesome.
It is. No, congrats, guys. No, I'm looking forward to the next iteration of AstroWorld Web. Now that'll be the next one. So,
What did I buy, Tom? I didn't buy anything. I did look. I was looking at a guide camera, but I did not buy it.
yeah, I mean, this is just that time of year, guys. Hopefully, with rain and tropical storms and tropical depressions and
Canadian fires
and shower of dust or God knows what else. It's just nuts. But but for those who aren't battling that stuff, I hope you guys can get out, get imaging, narrowband or some globs or do some planetary stuff like that. What are let me take a look, see here. What are some good, because isn't Saturn is still straight face on. It's not tilted yet. So
no, it's straight on.
It's straight on. So as far as Saturn, I don't think you'll be able to get the rings yet because I don't know if you'll be able to get the rings this year at all. You may still, of course you can go after Jupiter, of course, and you got Mars. And if you have a chance, if you have a decent shot towards the horizon, perhaps you can get Venus, towards sunset. But yeah, I don't know about Saturn though.
Yeah, I think Mitchell would know. He does a lot of the planetary stuff.
Yeah, he's saying here they open in about 2 months and Jupiter is coming in. Jupiter will be able to get in September. So which will be great. So I just ordered from Dan. I just ordered my accessories for the Edge 11.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
Yep. I got an aluminum dust cover, but I did get this time just because of budget and stuff like that. I decided to go ahead and try the Wanderer flat panel. the Wanderer dust cap and flat panel instead of the Prima Luce lab, which is what I intended, but it was quite a bit more savings to do basically the same thing.
Yeah, I got the Wanderer with for the Carbon Star. It works really well.
Yeah.
It attaches with zip ties. That's the downside. And the zip ties they give you are not good.
I actually ordered with mine because of the Schmidt. I got a Wanderer dovetail that actually extends out. So, and it tightens and locks down. It actually extends out, and then I can put the
Oh, you can put it on that. Okay,
I
good.
can mount it on that.
Good.
So yeah, that's what I ended up getting. So that way I can still have the dust, the dew shield up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the Wanderers, the zip ties they give you, at least the ones they came with mine, are the real thick ones, and you can't zip those things tight enough to hold it in place. So I ended up getting just the regular size ones from the shop.
Okay.
You have to put a couple of them together, but at least you can yank them tight enough to where it's not going to, kind of slide back and forth or anything like that. So it's on there pretty good now. So
good. Hey, Mitchell, I would love that. And you know what would be even a great idea if you're willing. I'd love if you're interested to maybe even do a show
presentation one night.
a
Yeah, that'd be
presentation with
great.
us on Planetary. That would be, I think, super, super beneficial, not just for me, but the entire, community here.
Yeah.
Because some people are intimidated by Planetary and some people aren't, because sometimes some people feel DSO is more intimidating than Planetary, because with Planetary, it's just video, high-speed video. You focus in and you do this or that, and boom, you can definitely, and then it's off you go, and then it's short time. But yeah, let's connect, Mitchell. And let's do that, because I think it would be fantastic for us to do that, especially now that I've got I think I've got with minus a few parts here that, like I said, I'm waiting from Dan. I think I'll be ready to definitely do Planetary in the coming months for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, for me, Planetary seems so much harder, because trying to get it into the right focus, and not only that, knowing and looking out for the correct weather patterns to do Planetary, to know what's a good night to do Planetary versus DSO. With DSO, all you really need to worry about is, you're seeing at that particular time.
Yeah.
And as long as you have open, clear skies, and you're not dealing with smoke, and your seeing is good, you're good to go.
Plus, I mean, don't planetary guys use that atmospheric dispersion adjustment?
Yes.
Thing?
And
so
yes,
how does that work?
how does that work?
How do you know how to adjust that?
Yeah, and that's one of those that that frustrates me, using that, because I try to use the ADC, and then using fire capture. It has an ADC little tool, but trying to figure, as I'm adjusting, how accurate is that little ADC tool while I'm adjusting the prisms,
right?
To get all that. So, because no, I do have one of those, and I would use like my 224, and do that. Another one would
Mitchell
be,
says he doesn't use an ADC.
See, well, see, some
but
people
he does know he does know how to teach it. So
yeah,
it's just one of those things. I see a lot of people that do Planetary use them.
Yeah, especially if you have a color. One of my things is that I would love to try to figure out how to do Planetary with mono. That would be the thing, because you hear like Chris Go or others that use monochrome, and I've got, little monochrome setup, but mono is not needed. Fine. I got it all though.
It's
So
not, but I've seen where people do both, and
yeah.
mono people typically always say it still works better.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
I know Dylan O'Donnell uses mono when he's done it.
Yeah. Mitchell says he's mono all the way. So because I've got a 432, as well as I think I've got another one around here, like a 662 or something. I have to double check.
Do you have a 174? That's probably
I do have a I got a 174. I've got the one.
That's probably good for it too.
The 174 I have is just the guide camera though. It's not the hockey puck, but it's still.
Oh, I've got the hockey puck one.
Yeah, I've got the lipstick, but I've got.
But they still work the same, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. So no, I'd be
Dylan
Mitchell,
is a newbie. Yeah, he is.
I'd love for you to if you whenever you have time, we can connect and you come on and share.
Show us the ropes. Show us the ropes.
Absolutely. Now, do you use fire capture or sharp cap? I heard fire capture is much better than sharp cap, but as far as planetary, but I hear they're both good.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard both. I've heard people that prefer one over the other.
Mm-hmm. So awesome. We'll connect and we can get you on.
Yeah, ideally on a clear night where you could be out there doing it live.
Yeah.
If not, it is what it is, but
it's all good.
Fire capture guide's better. See, I think that's what I've heard too. Fire capture does a much better job at tracking while you're shooting.
Mm-hmm. I need to spend some more money. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom. Sell a vet or two and you can get yourself an Edge 14.
Just make sure you're buying from Dan.
That's correct.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think
otherwise we'll hunt you down.
I don't think anybody in the chat pretty much always buys from Dan.
I think with the exception of a travel mount, I think I'm pretty much set. Because now, like I said, Dan's, got everything else for me for the 11. I think I'll be pretty much set. So it'd be really cool just to get this 11 onto the Mighty mount and then get another mount for the Rasa and the Refractor and all the other smaller OTAs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keeping an eye on. I'm thinking about that either a Skywatcher or getting an Ioptron harmonic mount, just for that and be done with it.
How big's the Rasa?
The Rasa 8.
It's an 8.
Yes, an 8. So it's not that big.
The 135E. It's only $6,000.
Dude, I've been
that's the rainbow, right? That's the rainbow.
Yeah. I've been happily married now for almost for next month it'll be 20 years. I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
I really do. I like my wife. She's very accommodating to, my crazy quirks and tendencies. She's given me a fair allowance, on and off. So
dude, you get a secondhand EQ6R for about $1,200.
Yeah, but an EQ6R is too heavy. Like I said,
you're gonna have it in a roll off. What's it matter?
But what if I'm traveling? What if I'm traveling?
Well,
he wants to travel out. That's why I said the 135.
Get a Sky Adventurer and take your 91 or
for the Rasa.
Not for the Rasa.
Oh,
no.
Good God.
No.
Oh, that poor mount. No. That's funny though.
I don't think I'd travel with the Rasa.
It's not that big.
I mean, it's 8 inch. I mean, I'd
It's not
rather
bad,
travel
baby.
with. I mean, I've got that
I'll take
GT81, that William Optics I have is perfect for traveling.
Yeah. The 91. I got the 91. I'm fine with the 91 for travel. That and my 135. And I've got my 135. So I'm good.
Oh, you're working on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are great. So now
Have you seen the tri-pier? Have you seen the tri-pier setups that Rainbow has for their mounts? They're ultralight tripods.
ultralight? No.
But they're super stable and stiff. You know, they've got big ones for the 300 as well. But the 135s, man, I'm telling you, you can fold those things up, put them right in a carry-on.
Nice.
That's
That 135 is tiny, man. It's, you know, and it's got like a, God, it must have like a 50-pound or 45 or 50-pound payload, something like that. You put weights on it, and I think it'll go to 60 or something.
That has encoders in it. On
Oh yeah, the E has encoders. That's why it's $6,000.
Yeah. And it's direct drive too. It's not.
It's all harmonic. Yeah,
but it's not. What do they call it? It's not stepper motors. They're direct drive motors.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the Warp Astro, because of the direct drive motors, not stepper motors.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. And what's this guy? Yeah, here's the other one. All right, guys. See? Yeah. All right. Here's the other one I got. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Here I am. Let me see something here. So I've got the 135, and I also have this guy. If I can get it out.
Oh.
Come on. Come on out. Come out of the bag. There you go.
What the hell is that?
This is, let's see if I can get it on here. This is the 85.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's kind of.
Is that a prime?
Yep, it is a prime.
Let me see the front element. Can you take the cover?
Yep. Let me take it all off.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've got a Sigma Art 85. Thing's a freaking tank. It's a boat anchor. I'm not kidding. I know. I should go get it and show it to you. It's a beast.
It's a monster, isn't it?
But let me tell you something. That is, you talk about a quality piece of glass. Holy God. That Sigma Art 85 is mod-on. And I had another one that's the Nikon f1.4 105.
Okay. Yeah, that
was a $2,200 lens when I bought it.
Tom.
I'd be amazed to see what that 105 would do, with a cool camera setup, rig like that with the 105. I think that they make a mount, a connector that will run the autofocus.
Okay.
So you can put a cool camera on it, but then it's got that coupler that's got the F mount for the Nikon lens that you can snap on there, and it connects to your computer control for your autofocus.
Right.
I think it drives that autofocus,
Okay.
It's got a motorized autofocus in it.
Oh yeah, those high-end Nikon lenses, they've all got motorized focusers.
Really? That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've got my 600 my 300 millimeter, the f2.8, that 300 millimeter is it's got a really good motor in it.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know they had motors in
Maybe not all of them, but I know a lot of the higher end ones. They have the focus motors built into the lenses,
This one's too big.
especially the unicorn lenses.
Yeah. It'd be
Yeah,
nice
it's
if
like
they can.
the Deep Sky Dad. Yeah.
Let's see here.
As a matter of fact, I've got my sitting out here.
That stinks.
Camera
It would be
bag's right
nice if
here.
I could, if I could use, of course, the 135 is too big. This whole setup is too big to use with the 85 here, the 1.485. But it would be nice if I could set something up or something similar to, some sort of 3D printed setup that I could utilize this for even wider shots, but it's all good. No biggie. And then utilize the EAF and stuff. All right. So anyway.
Now, this is the
Hey,
Sigma.
Ernie. Oof.
Let's see. That's the Sigma Art.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, this thing it's a beast.
That's pretty sweet.
I mean, you talk about a hunk of glass. I mean, that thing's got to weigh 3 pounds.
Yeah. No, because this Rokinon, I'm sure it's not even close to that. This whole thing is probably maybe a pound and a half, perhaps. So, and utilizing these prime lenses is, I think what you want if you want to do any type of say Milky Way or even some deep sky, the 135 for sure. With this 85, I'm really curious. I really want to try with this 85. I'm going to have to do manual focus because I won't be able to use an EAF with this unless I figure out 3D printing, which is really not my thing. But and build a harness for it.
Send me a design and some specs and stuff. I can get it 3D printed right here in my office.
Yeah, I don't even know how to get started with that stuff. I'll be honest with you.
Send me pictures and measurements and everything like that, and I'll bet Justin can put it on his computer program and figure it out. And send me all the information about the equipment and everything like that, because Justin's a whiz, man. He's got a program. He just enters everything in there, and it spits out the design, and he just puts it on his printer, and boom, done.
Okay.
That's basically what he did for the adapter for the WD-20 that he made for me. He 3D printed it first, and then I got the block of aluminum, and he took it to the shop, put it on the CNC machine, and made it.
Made it nice.
Yeah, Thingiverse is a good one, Ernie.
Thingiverse is a good one.
Yeah, I've had some 3D printed stuff from them.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
there's also a company that what's it called? He just told me about it tonight. That he basically gives them the design, and in a week he's got the part.
Yeah. Quiv just put a video up on this one of his latest videos where he talked about 3D printing the Batnoff mask to go around his Hyperstar.
Yeah, and on his thing, there's a link to the file. You download that file, you put it in your printer, and it'll print it out.
Yeah. But to answer more definitively your question, Dave, on that Sigma art, if you look at the back, there is like a lot of times when you have a motor drive where the camera body is driving the lens, there's
Right.
a motor, there's a connection for the motor mount, right?
Yeah,
that comes
like
through the camera.
two tabs, right?
Not here. This is, you can see it's got all those dots. That's all the
Okay,
gold.
those are the
gold
electrical
connections.
connectors. Okay,
The motor is inside the lens.
cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
That's why it's a $1,500 lens.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine, you start adding electronics in there and it's like,
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't remember exactly, but I think this is a 9-element lens.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. There's zero chromatic aberration, nothing. This is my go-to for portrait, but I would love to see what this sumbitch would do with Astro. For wide field Astro to hook up my 2600 to the back of this, and set that up on I could probably do something where I could connect it. I could take the C14 right off. I could just put it right on the 300. Just use the 300. I mean, it'd look kind of goofy, but hell, who cares?
Or just stick it on top of your C14.
Yeah, I could do that too. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to take the guide star off, but it's not hard to pull that C14 off of that thing. It really isn't. It's not terrible. You just need a little bit of planning. You put some foam, some blankets down, lift it off, set it right on its nose.
Yeah.
No, but you hit the nail right on the head. Yeah, Thingiverse has one for the 85 Rokinon 85 millimeter to use with the ZWO EAF. So yeah, I could definitely just send you the STL file that it has here. And
yeah, Fusion 360, Ernie. I think I've used them before for something one time. I'm trying to remember what it was. I know what it was. It was for a little adapter for my RC to mount the EAF to, because that focuser on the RC had like a slight curvature to it. So you had to have an adapter that would take up that curvature so the EAF would bolt flat to it. Yeah, and I think I used Fusion 360, and it was like, I think it cost me 19 bucks, and I had it within a week.
Yep.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
Here. And this guy back.
But I remember Quib did the same. I remember downloading the file for the mirror mask for the Carbon Star, and I downloaded that file, put it on the 3D printer, printed it out, and then I printed one out for Dan and sent it to Dan, and then used that ultra black flat black paint. I can't remember what they call it, but it's like the flattest black paint you can buy on the market, and then just paint it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, the this 85, I know
Yep.
it would get the even with the 20 if I hook up, say, the 2600 or something with this and get it all set up with the adapters, I could get Roe and the Blue Horsehead in one shot. Like,
yeah.
no
Heck
problem.
yeah, no problem.
That would be awesome.
What's the coupler that you're using for that lens to the 2600?
It's a ZWO. 'Cause this is a Nikon end. This is not a Nikon. It's a Canon. So I have a Canon. So I have a Canon ZWO adapter. Yep.
I know they make one that has that will allow you to control the motor inside the higher end lenses. I remember seeing it. So,
Hey, Josh. Okay.
but
Yeah. So, but yeah, with that Thingiverse, I can just take the existing EAF, mount it on there, and all I have to do is just splice in a band, you know, uh for the
For the EAF,
yeah, for the EAF, for the focus, you know, and
for the
everything.
grip.
Yeah, for the grip. And away it would go.
Is that the Deep Sky Dad rig?
No, I
The
don't
one
know.
that's got the belt drive for the focuser?
I think
Is that how
they
you
have
focus?
one.
They
Yeah,
make one, but
they
I don't
make
know. That's
one.
not the one you have, though, right? You
No, it's
have
not the one I have.
yeah.
Oh,
There's a couple companies that make them out there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, 23 people watching and only 9 likes. Come on, guys.
I was first.
Help a brother out here.
no, I was first.
No, I hit the first like button.
Yeah, Scott was first here, but you know, you hit the first like. So, you know, come on, let's get the numbers back up and stuff like that. Even though we have we have an entry each, I do want to share image of the week here. And let me see something. What happened? You son of a gun. I was about to say. Let me share image of the week here really quick. Let me just get it prepped up here. And share that.
Astrodinium. Is that the one you have?
Yeah, I think it's an Astrodinium. Yep, I
Okay.
think so.
That's the one Matt says he's got.
Yep.
Not that you ever use it, Matt.
And let me share this.
I was kind of thinking that somebody in the chat would be able to remember that coupler, you know, that I was talking about that allows you to, you know, run the autofocus, the motors in the lenses, but nobody's put it up yet.
So here we have just remind, you know, so congrats again to Greg and to John, you know, for their contributions, their images of the week from last week. You know, we just talked about Roe and the blue horse head. So that was from Greg and
Nice.
John's M101. So, and we've got this week John again with the Outer Limits Galaxy. And this he took with an Acromat, the Astromaster 130. And he used his small hockey puck 120 color.
Nice.
You know, so this is true the epitome of novice and, you know, using things that you have and using things, you know, relatively inexpensive and using things on a budget because he's using Cyril, which is, I believe, is free.
Yeah.
You know, this was 88 2-minute shots and in a Bortle 8. And he was using his EQ6R Pro along with that Astromaster 130, which I believe is a refractor, like an Acromat refractor.
Yeah.
So nicely done. So it doesn't matter. You mean you can get out there and you can get deep sky.
Oh, I'd be excited for getting that for one of my first
heck yeah
images. I'd be excited to go, wow, look at that.
Absolutely.
Can you bring that image up a little more? Can you increase the size of it?
Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can make it bigger. If I can zoom in a bit. How about that?
Yeah, it's better.
Pretty cool.
It is. So it just goes to show you don't, you know, if you have what you use, use what you have, learn and get better, you know.
Richard says it's a Newtonian.
Oh, is it a Newtonian?
Okay, there you go. I don't see any star spikes though.
No.
Now I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but do the stars look a a little out of focus.
Oh, it's definitely out of focus.
They're definitely a bit out of focus, but this is what we're talking
I
about.
mean, he's probably using his, focusing by eye.
So this isn't a cool camera. It's just a
Hockey
DSLR.
puck 120.
120
Oh.
hockey color. A little, and that's an older. That's one of the really. That's an older ZWO. That's like one of the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So, and let's go here to here.
The doctor.
The doctor,
Yeah, that's a pretty
Dr.
one.
Meyer. Here he uses a Spree 80 in Uranus M, which is a 585. The Uranus is a 585 mono with Antlia 3 nanometer. And he uses EQ6R Pro.
What's he using for luminance?
I think, no, this was SHO. This was SHO. No luminance.
Okay. What's the focal length on the scope? I can't read
It's
it.
Spree 80, so
It's
it's
380. It's got to be
400.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's got it reduced, 385.
Yep.
This is the Lagoon.
Yep. The
Lagoon and the
Lagoon and the
Triffid.
Triffid. Yep. So M8
Triffid.
and M20.
Where is the Lagoon right now? Is it in the northern sky?
It's south. It's south.
Southern, yeah.
It's
It's
south.
in the southern sky.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
South.
Any idea as to where it is on the latitude? I mean, how high is it? How high is it in the sky?
How high is it right now? It's
it's relatively high. I'd probably say 40, 45 degrees.
I'm just wondering if I can get it, over the my house. My scope's in the backyard, and to shoot south, I'd have to go over the top of my roof. Now, granted, I'm in a ranch, so I'm not sitting too high.
Most likely, yes. Then, if you had a 2-story house, maybe not. But if you're a single story, yeah, you probably could.
Yeah.
Because you're further south. So yeah. And I'm curious whether Greg, I can't remember if he says he's got the Esprit 80 at Starfront, or no, it says it's in Arizona. You got it.
Yeah, it's in Arizona.
I think he's got the Esprit 120 or something down.
My mouse just died on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to frame that up at 720 millimeter and see what it would look like.
Oh,
correct me if I'm wrong, is the Lagoon, is that considered, it's an emissions nebula, right?
Correct. It is.
So I mean, today I just got the Hyperstar all configured. I've got to get it collimated and probably do a little bit of sensor tilt on the camera, but I've got a nebula, an NBZ, and a quad band filter, and the Lagoon might be a really good choice.
Yeah,
it might be. I'm going to be a lot tighter than that shot. I probably would only be.
Yeah, you won't be able to get the Triffid. You'll be able to get the main part of the Lagoon.
Yeah, the Lagoon. I get the main part of the Lagoon, but unless I do a mosaic.
Mosaic, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for a really good target, to start with that Hyperstar. It's going to be really interesting, shooting at f2. I'm used to 3 to 5 minute shots. I can't imagine what it's going to be like 30-second shots. I'm going to be wondering what the hell to do with my time.
Okay, let me take a look here at telescope.
That's a great shot, Doc.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a beautiful shot.
It is.
Is that shot at Bortle 2?
Yeah, Arizona.
Well, I'm not terribly far off of that. I mean, where I'm sitting right now, I'm sitting literally right on the edge of a Bortle 4. So
As of today, it is about
32 degrees.
32 degrees where I'm at. When I'm, this is here in Georgia. So you're not that far off. You're probably,
33.
yeah,
I'm sitting at 28 degrees
okay. So
roughly.
you're out, yeah, so your altitude, it should be probably a little bit higher. Maybe not much, but I would say your altitude as of today is probably 35 degrees, something like that.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
28 degrees, 51 minutes, 40 seconds.
okay. So, and
90
this is,
foot, 90 feet of elevation.
yeah,
And that's high for Florida.
and this right now at its highest elevation, this is at 2:30 in the morning as of
Well, you
today.
see, that's right there, Eric. That's one of the
Yep.
benefits of the Hyperstar, like, with the Rasa, is that, I only need an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, because shoot, if I threw on,
I mean, I could get 120 images in an hour at 30 seconds.
because here, this
That's the
is with
8.
my rough. Yeah, this is with the 8 with I'm using with the 2600. So
You get the
I could
Triffid in there
again,
too.
I can get the Triffid in there, and if I go 90, let's go full 90. I can basically do the same thing. So I can get that same shot as Greg basically
With the
with
8.
that he get with the 80. So here this is at 400. So
Plug in the 14 with the Hyperstar and see what it says. I'm
okay.
curious.
So this gives me
What's the focal length?
what's the focal length?
700, you said?
720.
720.
And the aperture?
356 millimeter.
And with 2600.
2600 color.
Yep, there you go. This is it.
So you'll get the whole lagoon right dead
Get the whole
center.
lagoon.
That'll look good.
You get the whole lagoon.
Ma dang.
There you go. Boom.
That might be a good one to go with. All I got to do is get that special filter that sees through clouds.
Yep. And then heck, if you wanted to, because
the Triffid would look good
there's a
too.
Triffid right there
Now,
too.
Eric, can you set that up to do a 4-panel mosaic?
Yeah. Yep. Sure can.
Now the Triffid, you would have to use some broadband with that.
Yeah. Well,
I've got, like I said,
I've got a
reflection.
I've got a nebula booster, an NBZ nebula booster, and I got a quad band.
Oh, so there you go. 4-panel mosaic, you get the same shot.
Wow, that would be stupid.
There you go.
That would be stupid, man.
So
okay,
you get that sized up really nice. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that would look good.
That would look really darn good.
And what does that look like in, say, a month? As far as elevation.
As far as elevation,
it's just gonna it's gonna be higher up earlier. I mean, right now he had it 2 o'clock in the morning was at its peak.
So
take it out a month.
This is July. Right around here, I'm at about July 2nd, I'm at about 30 degrees.
At what time of night?
And this is around 2 o'clock. If I wanted to look at midnight, if you're looking at midnight, then right here, around midnight.
Okay. So it's not going to get, it's not going to get any higher than about, for me, for maybe no more than about 32, 33 degrees.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's where I'm at. So I'm figuring for you, this is me. Yeah. So, and this is at my elevation. So for you, at my latitude rather. So for your latitude, since you're a little bit further south, you might squeeze another degree or two out of altitude.
Yeah.
Might get another degree, maybe 33, 34. So Yeah, I love Telescopius is a really, really good website. I even say signed up, to be on his Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah, Telescopius is freaking awesome.
It is. It really is. But yeah, this is it. So, and because its opposition is towards the end of the month. So, but figure this time next month, you'll be totally fine. You in your spot, you'd be totally fine. Because I know even for me with the Rasa, I got shots with the from with when I was in Illinois and I was at a 42 latitude.
Yeah.
And I got a decent shot with the Rasa
Okay.
of M8 and M20. So you should not have any problem at all, man, with your Hyperstar. None whatsoever.
Well, Fredo is saying that he's at 30, 40. Where are you? Where are you at 34 degrees?
He's in Carolina. So you maybe even
that seems, I think he's talking about, because I know he's down here in Florida now.
Oh, he is? I thought he was in Carolina.
Yeah, he's down here. He's in Tampa. He's not far from me. He's an hour from me.
Okay.
Should have told me you were coming, man. You could have gone to dinner.
But yeah.
Columbia, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was in Columbia. Yeah, he's
working in Florida.
Yeah, but I thought he was in Columbia. I thought he was in South Carolina.
Well, South Carolina isn't that's not too much further north from where you're at. Not by much.
It's not.
Columbia is just up the street.
Nope, it's not bad at all.
So,
we're about the same.
I mean, if
we're about the same.
He's at 34. I mean, I gotta be 36, 37.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You've got to be quite a bit higher. So you should be able to get that out, no problem.
That lagoon.
I tell you, man, you do that 4-panel mosaic, you'll be set.
I'm telling you.
Near M16, but M16 is a little higher, I think.
Yeah, M16 is, I think, a bit higher.
Because I can get M16, but I can't get the lagoon. It's too low. Now, if I had a chainsaw, I could get it, but
yeah, Ernie's saying we should break out Stellarium and you can look it up. So
yeah, that's true. I got it sitting right here on this computer. I'm just too lazy to open it up. Yeah, I agree with you, Wilfredo. I've been looking at that lagoon, and it just, the only thing that was scaring me a little bit is that I thought that it was a southern target, and I'd have to shoot over the top of my roof. So as long as it's high enough.
Yeah, if you're just one story, you should be okay.
Well, I mean, and two, you have to remember too that my bedrooms are 10-foot ceilings. My great rooms are 12-foot. So, it's still, the roof is still pretty high. I'll have to play with it and see. I'll just throw it into the mix and see if I can slew to it.
Yeah, because here, if I and let me speed up here.
Yeah, by the way, I've got a new video on the installation of the Hyperstar for people that are interested in it, in the setup that I did, and also I did a custom cable management on it. I've got a 3D printed cable guide for the obstruction, for the field of view that seems to work pretty well. And I was also able to find some really nice 90-degree cables, USB 3 cables to go to the camera, because I've got that AstroZap Dew Shield, but it's the one that's made for the Hyperstar. And when I tell you that you couldn't get a slice of paper between the lid, the cover, and the top of that that USB, the 90, I mean, it's just right there. It's really, really close, but I can cover it, so that's all that matters. And that 3D printed hoo-ha, that sits on the outer ring, that thing works like a freaking charm. That's the cat's whiskers, man.
Let me see here.
You put a filter drawer in there, or you just single filters? You do
No,
have a drawer.
it's a slider. Yeah.
Okay.
2-inch. So, like I said, I've got a Bader Moon and Sky Glow. I've got the I've got the Nebula Booster, the MBZ, and I've got the quad band, the big boy, the one that was when they launched it was like $1,100. Stupid expensive.
Who makes that?
Oh, Optolong, I think.
Oh, really?
I think it's Optolong. It's the quad band. I think it's somebody will correct me.
I've got the Altair
OPT,
quad band.
yeah, OPT, right,
Okay.
Ernie, OPT.
I've got the Altair quad band. It's a great filter.
Yeah, it was stupid expensive when I bought. I never thought in a million years I would spend that kind of money on one filter. It's like, good God.
Okay, so
But I'll probably throw that NBZ in there, first and see what it looks like, because I don't know how much I'll be able to see with just the IR cut. I mean, I'm sure you can see it, but you won't be able to see any color or not a lot of color, I don't think.
Well,
Being
yeah, I mean,
emissions.
you're not going to get a lot of the HA that's in there. You'll
No.
get some of the reflection stuff, but
Yeah. But that's why I want to use that MBZ. So
Wilfredo, speaking of filters, Ida sent me the DTD for review.
ooh, nice.
Nice.
When you're done with it, send it to me.
what's the deal with that? What's the deal with the DTD?
with the DTD? Yeah.
Is that dusk till dawn?
What?
Oh, it's a tri-band.
Tri-band.
Tri-band. Yeah.
I mean, take a look here. Did you put it in the critique or something there, Ernie?
I know he put it up for I remember it last year when he put it up. He had it in for image of the week, and then it's probably in the critique folder.
Ernie, what did you shoot it with? I see you used the 2600, but what telescope? What focal length? Yeah, Tom, you're right. The Altair, they just make good stuff. It's like the Optolong stuff. They just make good stuff. It's like, I wish Astrodon was still making filters. I got one set of LRGB Astrodons, and I'm glad I got them when I did, because I don't think you can find them anymore. Maybe you can get them used. I don't think you can get them new.
Let me see if I can find Ernie's maybe an image in our image of the week stuff. Me there.
What scope did you use, Ernie? I'm curious as to his, the focal length he
It's
had.
this focal length you had?
Focal and what his F ratio was. .480 millimeter. What's the F ratio?
F6, no filter.
F6. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tom. No, it's tough to beat the Astrodons. If you've got them, don't ever sell them. Don't ever sell them because you'll never find them again.
It's Greg's Lagoon.
He says he's trying to upload it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, if, I've got quite a few images here. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's right there, Tom, is why you don't ever want to get rid of them. Those Astrodons are the best.
Yep.
Not to take away from like the SHOs that I got. Dan and I bought that set from Optilong, and they're fabulous. But
Let's see. Control mode, image of the week, search.
good pick from the trip, huh, Jax? From where? Where are you going? Yeah, that's for sure, Tom. Coatings seem to be getting better and better and better. But then again, that's where the money is.
That's where they cost more.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Grand Canyon, nice. Oh yeah, you mentioned that last week. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
The Grand Canyon is one of those things that just doesn't disappoint.
Float
I don't care
over.
what Chevy Chase says. It doesn't disappoint. Grand Canyon just don't disappoint.
No.
Hopefully you get some nice clear weather. You'll be able to get some really, really nice wide field, Milky Way shots.
Milky Way shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, with the canyon in the background and
Oh,
stuff.
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like shooting at arches,
Mm-hmm.
You get some of that light to light up the arch, in the distance, put some light out there to light up the arch from underneath, and then you shoot out over the Milky Way coming up over the arch like that, but you got the light to illuminate the under part of the arch. Sweet.
Can you imagine if you were down in like Chichen Itza, Mexico, with the big pyramid and the arch?
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
be amazing.
You see, that's what you call telling a story.
Yeah.
It's all about composition. It's one of the things that has been, it's kind of a lost. No, it's not a lost art, but too many people walking around with 12 megapixel phones in their cameras in their phone, just taking picture. Nobody talks about composition anymore. You can do a lot with that camera, but you got to compose it right.
says it
The rule of
should
thirds.
be in there.
Still haven't found it, huh?
He says it should
It
be in
says
there
it
now.
should be in here. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Matt. Composition is everything. So it cracks me up, you know. People say, well, if I had a camera like yours, I could take those pictures. Okay. Go buy one. Go ahead, knock stuff out.
Here, it's Ernie's. That's not it.
Because I'm looking here in the critique folder and I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, Corn, that's not a problem at all, man. Just go to my my YouTube channel. There the email should be right there.
See a few things here from Ernie, but I don't see M8. Ah, wait a minute. Maybe this is it. There we go. I got it.
Got it. Okay.
So let me share here.
Corn, let me know if you find the email address. Just, you know.
Oh, that's
Should
great.
be
Wow.
Should be. Oh, that's beauty.
That's with no filter.
That's a beauty. Yeah, that's a beauty. What was the bortle in that? He's got to be in a low bortle for that shot. It's got to be. That's got to be a dark sky sight. I'm thinking at least 2, maybe 3. What do you guys think?
4 to 4.5. So yeah,
4.
4.5.
Okay, so that's man,
fine.
that's right where I'm at. I'm right. I sit between a 4 and a 5. Wow, that is a beautiful shot, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love the detail.
Yeah, the star field is thick, but you know what? It doesn't take away because the nebulas are so bright.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah,
I would,
without the color, without any filters, he was able to capture a lot of that blue reflection off the Triffid.
Off the Triffid.
Where Greg's, if you look at Greg's, it's kind of missing. You can kind of see a little bit of it, but not as bright as that. Because he did his.
Is that LRGB?
Yeah, that's
is that a
that's
one shot
RGB.
color or is that LRGB?
That's probably one shot color, I would guess. Yeah, he said no filter, so it's got to be RGB. It's just a one shot color. Yeah, one shot.
Yeah, one shot
color. Not on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's man, Ernie. That's a great shot.
Now, when you look in that star field, like right above the Triffid and in between, you can see the redness of where a lot more hydrogen is.
Oh yeah,
like that. That shooting in
you
hydrogen.
can see the red. I can see the red like here.
Yeah,
like all right around in here.
Yeah.
You
Can you imagine what? Can you imagine what that would look like with a nebula booster filter with the MBZ?
Yeah, that's a really good picture.
Yeah, absolutely, Ernie.
I think he won Picture of the Week with that.
I mean, all you'd have to do is just take some more data on that with the NBZ, and that would probably do you.
Mm-hmm.
Or just a hydrogen filter.
Yeah, or just an HA filter. Exactly.
Just an HA filter. Yep. No, thanks, man. I appreciate this. This is good. This is damn good. And I love these open star clusters, man.
Mm-hmm.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get that one. That's one of those ones I cannot shoot, and I'd love to. I can get the little Triffid.
The M21.
Really like that. It's a beauty. It's amazing how much of that blue he got.
Yep. Damn, that's slick. All right, we are. Yep, we are at time. And who sorry, so Eric sighs when he's trying to end this show. Oh, I know. But no, that's damn good there, Ernie. Well, guys, like I said, I won't be here on Friday, but don't forget to vote. Well, still vote for image of the week, but you don't really want to have to. But we'll get everything set up. One thing I will let everybody know is that I have been having a little bit of struggles with trying to get the button to launch on time. So what I'm going to, so I made a slight modification on the website that I am going to start trying to get the button launched, for submissions on Friday night, right after when I'm uploading the new data on Friday for the new image of the week winner. At that same time, I'm going to get the button launched at that same time too, so you can actually
Start that next Saturday.
You guys can start that stuff and get that stuff dropped in. So that'll be coming soon. If I can't do it this weekend, it definitely gets started next weekend. And this way I know that the button is going to work because I will have tested it and everything before I go to bed. Because it's just frustrating for me that I get things set up to roll at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and then it's not there. And it's just like WTH. So yeah, it gets frustrating. So we're gonna make a bit of a change on that, so to correct that stuff to make it a little bit better, and that way we don't get any issues in the future. But besides that, final thoughts, Scott?
Yeah, I was just trying to get that email for Corin, but yeah, final thoughts. Pray for clear skies because this is killing me, man.
Killing a lot of folks, dude.
I'm telling you, it's just crushing me. I need some damn clear skies.
Yeah, we all do.
I swear, Mother Nature doesn't give a damn about our investment. She's evil lady. She does not care about the investments we have made, and we want to be able to utilize our hard-earned investments. We spent some damn good money on this stuff. Give us some clear skies, woman. Show us the clear skies.
And I'm looking forward to the comments on the video for the Hyperstar, and hopefully people will be inspired to look into that for themselves. Either that or the RASA, some kind of a fast telescope or rig setup. So, but I'm trying to get this over to Corin. I don't know if it showed up. Can you guys see in the chat the email address that I put up there for him?
No, it won't come up on the chat.
Okay, Corin.
Dan's the only one that has permission to do that.
All right. Corin, if you can hear me, it's astroplayground, the number 1 at gmail.com. astroplayground1 at gmail.com.
Perfect. Now you're going to get a bunch of spam.
Oh, like I don't get that already.
Yeah, right.
Good God. So
I just put it up there.
Oh, you were able to put it up?
Yeah, because I'm running the show.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Dan, so
that'll work.
I still don't see it coming up.
AstroWorld
there it is.
1.
Astro Playground 1. There you go.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. That's it.
There you go. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. All right. Dave, final thoughts, man?
Great improvements on the website, Scott. And thanks, special
That's
thanks
all the wife.
To your wife, special thanks to her. Looks great. And I have tempted to go put my rig out, but I don't know if I want to deal with dragging it out and polar aligning and doing all that, because I got to get up early in the morning and it's just gonna. And if I do, and I end up getting, smoked out because the smoke's too thick, it's gonna frustrate me more.
Yeah.
So if you're in Canada and you're listening, put those freaking fires out already, will you? Jeez.
Yeah, really.
You know, have a beer party and go put out fires.
Put up some fires. Get some Molson and pour it on the fires.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some Blats or whatever.
You hosers.
You posers. No, but thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with us. We really appreciate the support. Drop comments. Don't forget to give a thumbs up for the video, everything. Dan will be on Friday to, get things rolling while I'm up north in North Dakota, chilling out with the boy. And yeah, just have a great weekend, everybody. And before I go, just a personal note for me, I lost somebody very important, who was very influential in my career and in my life personally. My boss of 15 years before I started with General Mills, my last company. He lost his battle to cancer. And but vaya con Dios, Chuck, man. And I'll see you in the stars, brother. I'll see you in the stars. So, but other than that, have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Happy
Have
Father's Day.
a great time in North Dakota.
Yes, thank you. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. Thank you all.
Don't press any red buttons in those silos, Eric.
Josh is actually taking me to one. He's taking me on a tour of one. So I'm like, what does that
yeah. Eric will no longer be in the show because he was shot.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember the opening scene of War Games?
Exactly. No kidding.
Turn your key, sir.
Turn your key. Exactly. But happy Father's Day to all. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy your families and all that stuff. Hug your kids because, dads, without them, it wouldn't be fathers. So, that's what it is. So take care. Clear skies. And as always, keep imaging, keep educating, clear skies. And we will see you guys on Friday, or at least they will see you on Friday. And I'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
See you, everyone.